Hey guys, nice to see you. I want to talk about sugar very quickly. I've seen this trend online that drives me crazy, this sugar diet. Let's not confuse a high sugar diet with a high carb, low fat diet or high carb diet. What we are talking about when we talk about a high carbohydrate diet, it is high sugar, right? It's high glucose diets, but it's fruit, vegetables. But I see this trend of people now talking about losing weight, eating cane sugar, and decreasing protein. Please don't do that. This is another fad that is spinning off the high carb diets, but it's a very different way here. The high carb diet will give you also a lot of proteins because you're gonna have a lot of pulses, which of course are carbohydrates like chickpeas and lentils and beans. It's talking about rice and quinoa and buckwheat, like those pseudo grains that have a lot of protein. In fact, a full spectrum of essential amino acids as well. But we don't cut protein. A high fat, high carb, low fat diet generally stands for, like, unless it's really extreme where you really have very little fats. But in general, it stands for no oil, but whole fats. So that, for example, instead of avocado oil, you're gonna have your avocado, which means it comes with fiber and other things. And so that is what we go for. Having this trend now pushing online saying you can have your jelly beans and you can have your cane sugar, your table sugar. Please don't fall for that crap. And I tell you why. Because yes, you will lose weight if you cut out a food group, protein, but your health is not gonna be good, and you're not gonna be healthy just because you lost weight if you're then missing out on a macronutrient that is really important. And this is particularly important for women. And I know women look at these trends and sometimes are drawn to them, even if they make no sense really, because we are facing our perimenopause and menopause, and we get desperate and we want to try anything under the sun to get lean. Do not do this. If you want to get lean, you have to understand how to eat for your hormones, but also what to eat. And a high fiber diet and no cane sugar, no jelly beans, and no other things that are high sugar but low protein and low fat will help you do that. We have to balance out. Moreover, protein for us in our 40s, 50s are very important, and beyond, very important for many pathways, neurological, cardiovascular, everything. Our muscle mass, so that our bones don't crumble, super important. So we have to stay on with it. And also omega-3 fatty acids, some omega-6 also very important. We have to get our fats, we have to get our protein, we have to have an amazing, rich of good carbs diet from nature. So do not follow for any shit out there that is just trendy and it's shared without nuisance. It drives me crazy. I've even seen Banana Girl sharing about eating more cane sugar, and yes, sugar is good for us, and it's the favorite, glucose is the favorite source of energy for the mitochondria, for the body. It's easy to access, okay? This is why when we go into ketosis, we have to balance how do we do that. But we are not going to go for refined sugars. So please don't fall for that. Don't follow those trends. Do not get your health in a worse state and then blame the carbohydrates and the glucose. Please, I beg of you, if you want to talk to me, talk to another registered dietitian, talk to another naturopath, talk to another nutritionist, talk to people that actually have some sense. These influencers that just share without nuisance and share trends, it drives me crazy. And I'm sorry, even if they're very popular, so I'm calling out, Banana Girl, because she has a massive following. She helps people lose weight, but it's nuisance conversation, and especially for us women in perimenopause and menopause, postmenopause. I need us to be healthy, not just slim and skinny, okay?